So if you're going through depersonalization realization, you may have the fear that you're going to become psychotic. The very first thing that I'm going to tell you is this is not your fear. And what I mean by that is that was definitely one of my top fears whenever I was going through the symptoms years ago. And also, this is literally one of the top fears that my clients who are experiencing DPDR go through. And I've worked with literally thousands of DPDR sufferers for the last 7 years. I've worked almost exclusively with DPDR sufferers. And so I can tell you what their fears are. And this is definitely one of the number one fears. With the number one fear being, of course, the fear of permanence. But the fear of psychosis is connected to the fear of permanence because usually people don't really have a proper definition of psychosis. And so they just think, oh gosh, well, I'm going to become permanently psychotic. And they just kind of use that word because it's a word that they've heard before and they associate it with their brain being broken and it's permanent and they basically fully lose touch with reality. But if you actually look into it, most people that actually deal with psychosis, they have an average of 1 episode. But nonetheless, I want to give you a key distinction between depersonalization, derealization, and psychosis. And it's that with DPDR, which is an acronym for depersonalization, realization, so I don't have to say those terms over and over again, reality testing is intact. And what I mean by that is if you're experiencing a sense of detachment from your body feels like a robot, you feel like you're an outside observer of yourself. And I always described it as you may feel like you're just a little outside of yourself and a little to the left. Maybe like you're watching yourself on a camera, or if everything feels fake and dreamlike, your life feels like it's a movie that you're observing. Everything feels very cold and distant, like there's a fog between you and reality. With DPDR, you notice that. You know that something feels off, and that's why you're watching these videos, and that's why you're commenting about it. Because you know something is not going right. You know that there's a disparity between your normal connection to your body and to your life and to yourself and what you're experiencing. And if you're experiencing psychosis, reality testing is not intact. You wouldn't even really know that anything was going wrong. The unreality would feel like reality.